Hey, starting off with my Makeup Revolution cut crease canvas, I'm just going to put this all over my lid so that I ensure even color payoff. So now I'm using a blending brush just to pat it flat to make sure that it's nice and even before I apply my eyeshadows. Using my Juvia's Play Zulu palette, I'm going to take that brown color and also pat it in to start off, and then we're slowly going to blend it out. I'm using this patting motion to start, and once I feel like the color is well deposited, I blend it out. Now adding a little bit of that orange just on the very line of the brown, just to blend that brown out. Now going back in the Zulu palette, grabbing that yellow to now blend out the edges of the orange to make sure that this is a really nice blown out, colorful look. Going back in with our brown and then our orange after, just to make sure we don't lose those colors, because we still want them to be separate, but we still want to have a really nice blend. Now taking some more of our cut crease canvas, we're going to use our flat concealer brush to cut our crease. Once again, pat, 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 no swiping because we don't want anything to smudge. We just want to deposit the base in the shape that we want for our cut crease. So just perfecting my shape here to make sure that I have a nice shape for my cut crease. Now taking another synthetic brush, I just want to blend out the edges of the cut crease canvas and the brown shadow. And now we're going to go back in and add a little bit of brown shadow to have a smooth transition. Going back into our Zulu palette, we're going to take that shimmery teal shade and just put it on the space that we've just cut out for our crease. Going back into our brown just to even everything out, make sure everything is well blended. We're going to be using this glitter glue because I wanted to add a little bit of glitter to make it a little bit more shimmery and glam. A quick black liquid line just to define our eyes, clean everything up under our eyes before we apply our skincare and foundation. Quick little coat of mascara. So I decided on a brown liner for my waterline just to keep it a little bit softer. Now I'm going in with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I love this primer. Going in with my Maybelline Superstay Foundation and my Diva Classique stippling brush. We're gonna blend that foundation. I start in a patting motion to make sure everything is even and I have good coverage, and then I kind of try to buff it out. Now going in with my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer on the upper part of my under eye. And now going in on top of that with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Next up, my black opal foundation stick that I'm going to use to contour different areas on my face that I want to recede and define. Next up, going in with a concealer that's closer to my skin tone. And we're going to use our Diva Classique stippling brush from my 21-piece Pro set to blend out our contour. FYI, whenever you see my mouth moving, it's probably because I'm singing, because I'm always listening to my favorite tunes when I am doing my makeup. We forgot about our forehead, so we're just going to go back in and contour that a little bit and buff it out like we did with the rest of our face. I like to let my highlight sit a little bit longer because it gives a fuller coverage when it dries down a little bit before we blend it out. Now going in with our damp Diva Classique sponge, we are just going to blend out our highlight. I tend to leave the nose contour for last because I use a brush to blend that out. Just going in to perfect that contour again. I'm not adding any product. I'm just using what's left on the brush. Blend out our nose highlight. And now we're going in with our concealer brush, also from the 21-piece kit, to blend out our nose contour. It's just a little bit more precise than using a sponge. Going in with our Makeup Revolution powder in Lace to set our concealer. I have dry skin, so I don't like to put too much powder, only in certain places like on my nose, but I really have dry skin, so I don't let it sit too long. Carving out our contour with our powder to get that snatched look. Now going in with our Sephora Micro Smooth powder to set the rest of our face. Here's a little trick I like to do. I like to kind of blend out my contour a little bit so it's not too harsh before I actually apply my contour powder. Deepening up that outer V a little bit just to give it a little more of that smokiness that we love. And now I'm going in on my lower lash line with that brown. And now back in with our teal just for the inner corners. Onto brows now with our brow micro pencil. Our Diva Classic lashes in the style Billy, and some lip balm to smooth those lips out, and bam, throw those lashes on, honey. Now we're finally going in with our bronzing powder. This one is from Sephora and I really love it because it's matte and the color is just perfect for me. And we are also using our Diva Classic flat brush to apply our contour. Once our contour is done, we go back in with our powder brush and make sure everything is seamlessly blended. Going in with Milani Coralina blush. I feel like I wanted an orange blush for this, but it wasn't as orange as I wanted, so I'm gonna add another blush later. Coat of mascara on our lower lashes. Going in with a brown lip liner from Nicka K, but I sharpened off the name of the color, so I would say it's equivalent to Cork from MAC. Blend it out a little bit before we apply our lipstick from Maybelline in the color Nude Lust. Now going in with our So Juicy lip gloss from ColourPop. It's a plumping lip gloss. I love it. And this one we're going in with an Anastasia gloss and some Laura Geller highlight. And we're done. Here is the final look. I hope you guys love it. And follow me on Instagram at Diva Classic. Thanks for watching.